Hey guys, I've had some questions about Cami and whether or not you are required to do everything in Cami that's assigned that way, and the answer to that is no. I did really want you to try the first two sets of notes, taking them in Cami, just to give it a shot, because some of you may like it and may want to continue to use it, and it's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay too. So some people have asked if they could do the practice on a piece of, print it out and then take a picture of it, and for now I've just said yes, that's fine. I think I even put that in the description in Schoology. But the truth is, I don't really want them as pictures. I want them as PDFs, but I hadn't had a chance to talk to y'all about this just yet. So if you've already turned it in as a picture, that's fine. I would like for you to go back and do it as a PDF. You can practice on some of this. And because I want to help you become digitally organized, and we are going to have a digital folder regardless of, or a digital notebook, regardless of how you choose to actually take your notes. So if you do choose to print them off and do them that way, then I want you to actually scan it as a PDF. If you already know how to do that, don't turn me off just yet, because you may not be familiar with all of the Google Drive stuff and the uploading and what I want you to do with that. What I'm going to show you is done on an iPhone because it's the only phone I have and the only phone I understand. But all of this could be done on a different type of phone. Maybe it's not built in like it is on the iPhone. I don't know. If it's not built in, then I've been using an app for years called Genius Scan. I love it. I even have the paid version, so that I never pay for apps, so that should tell you something. But so I have that, and I don't remember the difference between the paid and the free versions, so I don't even know. But however you're going to scan it, it's the uploading and the naming of the folders and stuff like that that's going to be important as well. All right, so the first thing I want you to do, if you don't have this already, is I want you to get the Google Drive app, and you should be able to get this on whatever kind of phone you have. So if you don't already have this app, then I want you to get the app, it's free, and sign in with your district credentials. So you can pause the video and go ahead and do that, and then come back when you have that done, all right? Okay, so I'm assuming you already have this app. So I'm going to open my Google Drive, and since I'm already signed in, mine popped right up. You might have to sign in, but if you're not sure if you're signed in with the right account, I'm going to click on my little picture up there. I have multiple Google accounts, but I am in my school account, which is what I want. From this screen, I can add folders, okay? So I want you to add 2 folders, and you could do this part from the computer too, it's fine. But I want you to add an assignments for pre-AP pre-cal and notes for pre-AP pre-cal. And notice mine starts with an underscore. That's so that it stays at the top. I'm kind of guilty of putting underscores in front of a lot of things, and where I have a whole lot of stuff at the top, and it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you have a bunch of folders, it'll keep it at the top for you. And you may want to go back and do this for all of your classes. I mean, we had one of those videos on the first day of school that kind of told you to do this. So, you could have one folder that says classes, and then you could have all that stuff in there, but have something very easy to access. And if you do already have a pre-cal folder, then make sure you have these 2 folders in it. Okay, so if you don't already have that, then pause the video, make that happen, and then come back. Okay. All right, so when I scan, I'm going to go to my notes. Again, this is the iPhone thing. You will scan it however you scan it in another phone. And I'm going to click on my camera. I'm going to scan documents. Okay, so I'm going to scan notes. I'm going to pretend like these are filled out, which they're not. When I hover over this, I'm not pushing a button. I just have to kind of hover over it so the rectangle, it likes it, and then it does it automatically. That's better than me trying to fix it. And then it says ready for next scan. So I can flip it over or use my second piece of paper if I didn't do it front and back. And then again, I just hover over it. I'm not pushing anything, and it grabs it itself as long as I'm steady. All right, so now I have 2 things done, and it says ready for next scan. Well, and it says save to on the bottom right, but I want to look at these first. So as I look at these 2, I do have this black line at the bottom, and if I was going to print these off from this, then I might want to fix that, just because that takes up a lot of toner. So I could crop it, but I'm never really good at moving these little circles, so I feel like I'd do more harm than good if I did that. So I think I'm good with the corners, because again, this should already be filled out. This isn't where I'm printing it from. So I'm going to click done at the top. And now I want to save it. So I'm going to click on save on the bottom right. Now I'm in my notes. So I'm going to upload it right to the left of done, upload. And I put myself on airplane mode so my text and stuff wouldn't come through while I was doing this. I'm going to take myself off. And then I'm going to choose my Google Drive. Now, I don't remember if that popped up automatically. I may have had to click more and then go do that. I don't know, but there's my Google Drive. And then I pick which one, and I'm picking district. And then these are the names. Now, I'm kind of impressed with the fact that I was going to do other files for y'all, but I picked this one and it scanned the name and put the title in. Like, I didn't do that. That was just that's because it's what it said at the top. I would really prefer, for myself anyway, it's in a notes folder, so I would prefer for it to start with 1.2a so that they'll be in order. And then I can take off this PDF because it'll be fine. It'll show up anyway. And then I'm going to put notes at the back. Okay, so that way the 1.2, 1.3, it'll put everything in order for me. All right, so then I think it does that one automatically. Down at the bottom here, I'm in my district account. If I'm not, then I can change it to the right one. Then I have to select a folder. So I have my drive and shared drives. I don't know if that always pops up or just because I have shared drives, but I'm going to click on my drive. So here's where my folders are. Maybe you have to, excuse me, maybe you have to go through more folders to get to your folders. I don't know. But it's notes, pre-AP, pre-cal, so I'm going to put it in my notes folder. I have nothing in there yet. And then I could add another folder in there if you look at the top up there, but I don't want to do that. Maybe you have a unit 1, unit 2, or fall semester, spring semester, whatever. But at the bottom right, I'm going to save it here. So now at the bottom here, notice I have my folder chosen and my account chosen, and I'm going to click on upload. So I let it upload, and then I wait very patiently. I'm going to go back to my Google Drive, and then I'm going to open notes, and there they are. So this is in my Google Drive. There are my notes. So I just did that all from my phone, but guess what? When I go to my Google Drive on my tablet, boom, there you go. They're in there as well. And these will be my filled out notes, and I will be able to go back to them and access them. So now if you need to turn it in to, it was a CAMI document, then when you go to turn in, you can attach this. You just go grab it from your Google Drive and attach it there, and then that's what you're turning in and not your CAMI document, okay? If you have any issues with this, please let me know. We'll talk about it more through Zoom, but especially because I'm not going to be able to talk to y'all for the next couple of days. I thought maybe the stuff you've already done, if you have done it and sent me pictures, you could retry it, or if you wanted to practice with this, you could kind of get this down and figure it out before we go back to school, okay? If you have any questions, let me know, and y'all stay safe and make smart choices.